Hi guys. I should probably put my headphones in. So we are going live with okay, so weird. All right, so sorry about that. All right, so I am going to send the request to Asis Kaur. Sending the request to Asis Kaur. My hair's all sorts of messed up today. It's okay. Hi, Gagan. I know Sim's on here too. No voice. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? All right, I'm waiting for Asis. We're waiting for Asis. Okay, so yesterday, I think, or the day before, I misspoke about fascism and communism. Fascism is extreme right. Communism is authoritative left. Socialism is liberal left. And I think I was talking to maybe Dr. Ritu, and it's a bit out of sync. My voice is a bit out of sync. Um, so basically, I guess I was speaking to Dr. Ritu Mahindra. Oh, C-Score is unable to join. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Send request. All right. About like the policies in India and how they resemble what the Chinese regime is doing. Oh, hi.
Hi,
How are you?
hi. Am I audible? I'm
Yeah,
good. I'm good.
yes, you are audible. Can everybody hear her? Yes. Okay. So, Aziz, I want you to introduce yourself to everyone. And for those of you who don't know, this girl has been my go-to since this Morcha started. She answers all my questions, sends me videos, and clarifies all my information. So, Aziz, you
Thank you.
talk about yourself a little bit and just like introduce yourself to everyone. When you started at the Morcha, your organization, and like how you got involved.
So, hi everyone. This is Asis Kaur, and I'm right now an independent journalist, and I have been covering Morcha since 26th of November, the day they came. And since then, we are on ground covering Tikri border, covering Ghazipur, covering Singhu border.
Wow. So you're an independent journalist, but your production's name is KT, right?
KD News, Khalsa Times.
Khalsa Times. Okay, everybody
Yeah.
follow Asis and follow Khalsa Times. So Asis, being a woman, I think you can bring a unique perspective. Like let's talk about the woman's point of view. From a woman's point of view, what is your opinion on the borders or on this morcha?
From a women's point of view, like, it's a bit tricky question. It's like as being a journalist, also as being a women journalist point of view, it's quite to see like the love they give you when they want to talk to you,
Mm-hmm.
the way they talk to you, and the respect they give you as being a woman or as being a man. They do check your IDs. Once they check your ID, once they get to know that okay, you are not someone from national media who just gonna display the facts very wrong, the way they talk to you and the way they address to you is like there are just two ways they're gonna address you. Either gonna call you TA, that's daughter, or they're gonna call you Pene. If they are young, if they are middle age also even, they're gonna call you Pene. And that's a very beautiful thing that they do not want to address you in any other way. They feel that you are their own. They make you feel that you are not somebody else, you're their own people, and then they start talking to you. So it makes more inclined towards them that why is this happening and their voice needs to be out. That's the way. Even if they're not your relatives, once they address you in that way, automatically you become their own.
Yeah,
Automatically.
they win your love.
Exactly. And second thing that comes, Monica, I have been raised in Delhi. I
Mm-hmm.
have been raised, brought up, born in Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
After 10, I can't step out of my home. I can't roam around in my own, area on roads. I have been there on Morcha till 12 in the morning. and gone there at 5 in the morning, been with that people. I don't even feel like terrorized, or I don't feel like, oh, I'm walking alone. Somebody's gonna come from here, somebody's gonna. No, that's not the thing. That's the safety you feel over there. That's
Wow.
how sound and safe you feel over there. That's the way, it makes you comfortable to work over there. That's the women point of view. If you are in Delhi, if you have been reading news, if you have been seeing the fact, or think that, oh, will it be safe? What time should I go? Time should I come back? Do not give a second thought. You want to be there, go there. You will be more than welcome.
Yeah.
Then it's like nothing you would crave for, nothing you would doubt or question that will I get this over there or not. You need space to sleep, you need space to eat, you need space for anything. They will yourself give you. I'll tell you one instance. Few days back, I went to Tikri. I was at Tikri.
Hmm.
So I was there at Tikri and we were reporting any trolley you go, and ask them question. The moment the thing is done, when you enter, they gonna ask you, cha pee lo, langar chak lo. The moment you gonna leave, पुत्र जी चाह ता पी लो, लंगर तो छक जाओ. मतलब I feel like we have home, we have facilities at our home. We gotta go back to home. We gotta get all the things. They're sitting on road, way far away from their home, but still look at their heart. Still, मतलब they treat you ਜਿੱਦਾਂ मतलब ਸਾਡੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਚ ਰਿਵਾਜ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ. That's the way they treat. That you're coming to our place, you have to eat something, you have to take something. So these are the people sitting over there.
Oh my God. Like when you talk like that in my heart, I'm like, I wish I was there. Like, I really wish I was
I
there.
totally understand. I totally understand.
Okay, so that was a safety perspective. I want to talk about sanitation, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. What I really want to address is that um you did a report on cops and the cops that are there without name tags. And I just want to say how much guts it takes. Because ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਏ. And that was
No.
by far I was like, this girl, like, she's my kind of girl. Like, ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਰਦੀ, ਸਿੱਧਾ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਸਾਡੀ ਨੇਮ ਪਲੇਟ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆ, ਕੌਣ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
Oh, मतलब situation ही ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਸੀ. I was standing there. There were a lot of people. So
Mm-hmm.
that was Singhu border. First of all, I want to tell the people who do not know that
Mm-hmm.
was Singhu border, and that was the area where the local laborers go every day. The
Mm-hmm.
daily wage workers travel from that road, that highway. So now what happened there was that some of the daily wage workers were around me, and some of the ladies were also there around me who had to take the bus after crossing the police barricading over there. So what happened? They were waiting. They
Mm-hmm.
were not given any reason that why is this barricading. They only knew that this barricading is for the farmers. We all knew that this is for the farmers, which was completely baseless because farmers were already sitting there. You had to protect them from the people coming over there. And you have put the barricading for farmers only. Okay, avoidable fact. We avoided that fact. Now the ladies were standing, they were having kids also, they were men also. And I will tell you, there was a milkman. My heart broke seeing him that he bought milk till there, and then he had to go again, take over that milk and go back to the area they were saying. So now what those people, Delhi Heights, were asking them was that tell us how will we travel back? The location they were saying, the police officer was saying, go back to Narela, go from Narela. From the point where they were standing and the point they were saying go back to was way too far to travel, right? And it was way too far, and the people were saying that how can you do this to us? We are not farmers. हम सुबह यहाँ से. They said that we just came in the morning. You could have said us that you would not allow us to go back from the same route. We would have taken the leave. If you have listened to the video, the man was saying this thing only, that we would have taken the leave. Now the problem was the police was not addressing them. The police was not answering them. And as being a journalist, obviously if we are standing there, it's our responsibility to make them address, to make their voice come out. So we just ask, and we just said that why are you not allowing? मैं पूछਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ, मैं पुलिस officer ਨੂੰ पूछਿਆ that ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ? What is the reason? And why I got angry was because of his reply. Like, who are you? Was his first question. I was like, I'm from the news. We are asking you. I'm also, हो कौन तुम लोग क्या करना है? It's like more of the frustration that comes out of them. I don't know what's the reason of the frustration. The way he started talking was very bad. Was very bad. That it's just kicked in my mind that how the hell can you talk to me? मतलब, if you're talking to me like that, what you have been doing to the farmers who are standing there?
Mm.
You would have spoken to them in the same way. And then there was this person coming who in the police dress, and he was not having any name tag. It's like the people who are standing here, they have their proofs. They are Delhi is just saying that we are workers, we need to go. And this person who is shouting, trying to shout at me or speak me, is not even having an identity. And when I asked, where is your identity? He had no answer. It's like, why is he? Who is he standing over there? It's
Yeah,
not even being a journalist, it's being a citizen. Our duty to ask that who are you? If you ask us who are we are showing you the proof, then you also have to tell that
yeah.
who are you. Then came the fact that the person, that was a senior officer. Jada piche khada si, I guess a lot of people are saying to talk in Punjabi.
No, that's okay. So people who are asking to talk in Punjabi, if you're in Punjab, you should go to the border and see for yourself. These lives I do for people of the diaspora so that they can get insight to what is happening. Guru Nanak
Okay.
ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਵੀ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ 'ਚ ਬੈਠਿਆ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ 'ਚ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਥੋੜੀ ਸ਼ਰਮ ਕਰ ਲਓ they do that to troll, don't mind them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened then? There came the senior officer. The senior officer, the way he was talking, I was like, I lost my shit. Like, dude, are you a senior officer? That's the way to address the common people over there.
Mm.
And when I started to ask him questions, and his reply was, "Camera tod denge." I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I was like, what? And the problem was that was not even audible much. So that's why I said, okay, dude, we are standing over here. There are a lot of people standing over there. They're asking for their own rights. That why, being a citizen, they are not able to cross the road, not even being the part of the protest. It's you have to allow them at least to move. So all these facts, make you question the situation that what is wrong with the police officers you need to protect. But at the end of the day, we all know what's happening. Why are they doing that? So that was the reason for that rage and the thing you were talking about.
I actually watched that and I was like, we like ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ and like when he said that he was going to break the camera matlab like what is this like gundagardi like police is supposed to protect the aam janta, right? But like
Exactly.
police is harassing. Police is harassing and you actually are a journalist. You have all your IDs, you have your proofs. I don't know. And the fact that the police don't have name badges, that they can't be ID'd, it's like what are you trying to hide, you know? That was my opinion. All right, now let's talk about the January 28th in Ranjit Singh's arrest. I think that was one arrest ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ like videos viral ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ like Twitter ਤੇ ਪਾਗਲਾ ਵਾਂਗੂ videos ਪਾਈਆਂ because I wanted to raise awareness of the brutality and also the fact that the police brought in goons from somewhere. So talk about that because you went in, I think, afterwards and you interviewed people, right?
So as addressed by the national media over there, as addressed by the police, that the local villagers are saying this thing ki bar bar it's being said that local villagers are getting irritated with the farmers sitting over there. It was being said by the national media. It was being said by the government again and again that locals are getting irritated. Farmers should move. Locals are coming over there.
Mm.
So what happened? I went on next day and I just wanted to know that is it those locals, because before the 26th when I went there, when I used to have interviews over there, so when people used to tell, oh Monica, I can't tell you how good the locals feel because of the farmers, because lots and lots of people who used to, I'm sorry, who used to run for the meals there here and there, they are getting the meals over there by the farmers, right? Lots and lots of people. There's a mall, TDI mall. I had an interview with the lady who's working the mall, and the way she addressed the farmers, the way she talked about the farmers, and she was like, I'm so blessed to see these people. I feel so good around these people. So that struck in my mind that when I was there, I did not see any local coming over there and questioning that farmers should move from there. But on the contrary, when we went on Singhu border to ask local, I was I was recording that again and again. There come two sides of the story. There was a story that people first of all clarified that we were not there. That those were not people. They came over there. They shoot over here in front of us. They were shooting. Police was recording that, and media was recording. They were saying that we are part of this village, but they were not. There were like few people who are already working with the leading party, and because of them they came over there and said that, oh, we are locals, but we are standing here, we do not have any issues with the farmers. Second thing came was there were few locals which I interviewed, like what they said when I asked them that, are you getting irritated, or is there any problem, is it terrorizing farmers sitting there, what is the problem? So what their wordings were that these farmers ये यहाँ पे गुंडागर्दी करने आए हैं, ये यहाँ पर तलवारें चलाने आए हैं. This was their exact statement. I said, did you go and see those? They try to do it with you? Did they try to harm you with that? But they was like, no, हमें नहीं किया, हमें बोला गया है ये करेंगे. Listen to that carefully. हमें बोला गया है ये करेंगे. Putting in mind of the people. Then there came a old man who said that हमें जाने में दिक्कत होती है, हम सोनीपत नहीं जा पाते, हम यहाँ नहीं जा पाते. And it's like the farmers are giving you the way. Anybody who has gone to Singhu knows very well that there is a way. Farmers do not stop anybody to cross the border. It's the police barricading which is there, which stops the people to come over there. Now the people have to take the long route. Even we have to take a long route because we are not national media. We are not allowed to cross the police barricading. National media is allowed to cross the police barricade. That's very much common. You have seen the videos about that. So what happened, that man said that हमें जाना होता है, मतलब it takes time for us to travel. We are not able to travel. These farmers are stopping our ways. I said that, but there is this way. I am standing here. Let's go around. I'll show you the way. I have been also covering there. We can go. We can come back. So he said, no, no, no. ऐसा नहीं है. आप छोड़िए, आप जाइए. I'm not going to tell you more, but I know that farmers are stopping. So that's the point. People just go. And people who do not even know, people who don't have any proof of themselves seeing anything. I said, man, do you know what happened on 20? यहाँ पे जो लोग गए, do you know? Did the farmers throw any stones over them? He said, हाँ. मैंने कहा, were you there? नहीं, हमें आवाज आई थी. Now, how can you get the sounds of stone peddling? First of all, like this all was all. Then he said that we saw it on TV. I said, which channel do you watch? The Raj Tak, the Z News. And it's like no point of arguing over there, no point of explaining over there. So it totally tells very clearly that what are actually people seeing and what is actually happening. People are being told to speak some facts. People are being told, keep to fit in their mind that, oh, they're gonna do something, oh, they're gonna do something. Whereas actual people who go there, they know very well what happens there. They know very well how they treat you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Ranjit Singh, because I know a lot of people have questions. What's going on with him? Where is he? And so talk about him a little bit, and also like what happened with him on the 28th. Because I mean,
Ranjit Singh was trying to protect. Ranjit Singh was there in front of a women tent. He was trying to protect. And Monica, when somebody comes and tries to hit you, what's your reverse action? You try to save yourself.
Yeah.
Obviously. When you try to, and this was in the video, this is in the video, and this was said by the locals over there who saw it. The man I interviewed said it very clearly. I was standing there. It was his wording कि उस लड़के ने तलवार नहीं चलाई. He did not use the sword. Police tried to portray it that he used the sword. He did not use the sword. But on the contrary, what happened to him afterwards, what we saw was that he was taken by the police and hit in the most brutal manner you could ever think. So this is what happens when every action has a reverse reaction, right? Has a reaction. Now when you give a reaction, it is taken till what time a person's going to take a till what time the person is going to keep the patience? If you're coming over and hitting over them, they would give you some reaction. So this would happen. Then they arrested him, and now what's the legal proceedings are going on. As I interviewed his brother, the DSGMC is looking forward to those proceedings. Now, a lot of people have asked me also that why is it taking so much time? Why are people not, why we have lot many proofs? Then why the proceeding is not going on? And I even had the word with the legal team, and the only thing is that Indian judiciary system is very complex. It takes lot and lot of time to go there to be there with exact proof so that they do not have any question left. So we need to keep patience about that thing, that and we need to keep faith on the legal team who are already working really hard. I really want to salute the whole legal team, the whole legal cell that is working, because like till yet they have like today, yesterday it was 7 farmers, they were released. 7 farmers are now released again. Those who were abducted on 26th of January, they are released now. Before that, 5, 6 were released. Gurmukh Singh Ji, Jeet Singh Ji. So each day they are working really hard over the cases, and we need to keep faith and passion, faith and patience over them, that they are working. They're really working.
So now that you've mentioned them, let's talk about Gurmukh Singh and Jeet Singh because you were there
Uh,
interviewing them, and every time I watched that, I cried. Um,
I cried
क्योंकि
too.
क्योंकि
Honestly, this was the first time in my life that I was standing there. I was covering it live and I was having tears seeing him. He was in front of me, and I was not able to control the way he said that, you know, listening to the fact that he was 80 years and seeing him there, that oh god, he's 80 years and what did you do? And still the way he was confidently saying, where I seriously laughed afterwards when I had an interview, first one-to-one interview. I asked that, now you're released, now what are you going to do? He said, first I'll go home, I'll clean myself, I'll press my clothes, I'll be back to the morcha. I was
I
like,
heard
oh
that.
god, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. And when asked Jeet Singh Ji that question, he was like, wherever you want to take me now. I'm ready to go wherever you guys are taking me. Matlab, I was like, wow, what a godsend people these are. They do not fear anything. They are like, we are ready to fight in any way. They were just, repeating one thing again and again, and that made me feel that how rooted they are to the religion. He was repeating one thing, that Mera siri sab le liya. Mera siri sab le liya.
I know.
And I felt that. I was like, yeah, why did you do that to them? Like, that's very, how sensitive that is for all of us, how sensitive that is. So when he was repeating the way he was saying, Jeet Singh Ji was having all tears because they were sitting when they got arrested. They were eating. They were having their dinner when they got arrested. And I was like, that's bad.
Yeah.
Matlab, people who have fought freedom fights, people who have been in army should
Mhm.
not be treated. They have served you. They have served this nation. That's not the payback they need to have.
I what really got to me was that Jeet Singh was saying that they stripped us of everything and then they humiliated us verbally. I know like when they were getting arrested, they were pushed around and Gurmukh Singh's arm was twisted. Jeet Singh didn't really elaborate on that, but matlab, where do you get the heart? Like where do you, like I really want to understand the mindset of the police that you see a 70 and 80-year-old and you you verbally and mentally harass them मतलब मतलब ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਸ ਇਹੀ like what I thought was like okay, for instance, right, I obviously if I can hate a community, I can hate an ideology, but like when you see a human, another human that's that fragile, like how do you get the heart to do that to somebody, you know?
Actually, that's the question right now, that why are you doing? Some of you might be having, relatives, some of you might be having your forefathers in the same field. We,
Yeah.
we all belong somewhere or the other. We do have connection with the land. We do have it, and especially the police officers or some any other way. You can't understand, Monica, right now what's going on is the orders being followed. Just they, when I see, when I fight, matlab, I had a word with the police and all, what I saw was lots and lots of frustration in them. Now, what I did not understand was that the frustration of long working hours they're doing over there, or is the frustration of, you know, seeing those people suffer and being the reason of them to suffer. So right now you do not know what's the ideology going on, because we all are humans at the end of the day. We
Mm,
all have complex structures inside us and complex mindsets that might be having lot of things. So I don't know why they are not stopping till yet. I really don't know.
yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of talk about UAPA, UAPA, I like to call it. And it reminds me from 84 of TADA, TADA.
Yeah.
Um, um, so explain to the people that are watching what is UAPA and how does it work? What is the problem with it? And why is the government so liberal to use it? ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਆ.
Yeah, see, there's a thing in this that when you ask this question, why is the government giving it to everybody? So this government is doing everything possible they can to stop the voices. Okay? So
Mm-hmm.
UAPA, what is UAPA? It's Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. It's an Indian law aimed at prevention of unlawful activities. According to them, now, according to this law, it is to prevent the unlawful activities. But according to the government right now, anything going against the word of the government is unlawful. So now you understand why they're giving it randomly to anybody who is speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's UAPA working right now. So it's directly associated with the Ministry of Home Affairs. So that is why it has become more easy to circulate and to give it anybody speaking in. If you can be called as anti-national, speaking a word or questioning the government order. So UAPA is a very, very nominal thing then of
Hmm.
giving anybody who is speaking anything.
Um, so I say this in every live and I'm gonna say it again. Thomas Jefferson in America, he was a founding father of America, said dissent is the greatest form of patriotism. Because it is a civilian's duty to hold the government accountable, right?
Obviously.
In a democracy, government is for the people, by the people, and when you start silencing dissent, there's no space left for growth of the nation. And that's why we have to be wary because at the end of the day, like our yes, our roots are connected to Punjab, but Punjab is a part of India. We do want to see India flourish, and seeing them curb dissent like that is disheartening because then there's nothing preventing the government to go backwards, you know? Um,
Obviously.
yeah. Okay, so that was UAPA and Tada was the same thing, right? Back in the day.
Hmm.
Hana? Tada's the same thing,
Kind
right?
of similar. Kind of similar.
Yeah. Okay.
Bit alterations.
Okay. Let's talk about Navreet Singh. I he I don't know. I look at him and I want to say like my heart breaks because that boy should still be alive today. So I know you're there. You know, you were not there to see this happen on the 26th, but I do know that you interviewed those that were with him. So let's hear your perspective.
So my perspective is yes, he was shot. It was there, very much there in the postmortem report. And the police tried to say that thing he was not shot, but it came in the report. It came to his family also because it was very clearly said that he was shot from here and it moved from here, which displaced his tractor. It turned back and he fell and obviously he died on spot. So Navreet's incident was the most misfortune for all the Andolan because that guy, as per my report, he came here to support. He came here to support, and he was, I guess, just married an year ago. We can't even imagine what's going on his family. I can just say that, we need to voice up more so that we can get at least justice for him even after he's gone. He really needed to be there.
I agree. I think and I tweeted about this. It's very, very, very important to say Navreet was shot. The reason why the government and the police went out of their way to cover up the postmortem and cover up evidence is because police can't shoot at civilians. There was also a video of police shooting at people at Red Fort. It's very important to
Yeah,
keep spreading that awareness. Read about Sakka Nakodar or Jallianwala Bagh or anything and liken it. What happened in Sakka Nakodar? They kind of got rid of all the evidence, and 30 years later, they're like saying, "Hey, it never happened. It never
yeah.
happened." So you need to control the narrative. You need to spread that. Navreet was shot. Who was he shot by? Indian police, Delhi police. If you do that, then other people can hold them accountable. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ message spread ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੋਗੇ, then there's no sort of accountability. The only people who can
Um,
hold the police and government
and
accountable is
also
civilians.
apart from that fact, tear gas. Tear gas is not supposed to be shot directly on the face. It's not supposed to be shot directly on the farmers. That you can't do that. That's inhuman. And I'll tell one more thing. I interviewed the Rewari farmers when they reached over there. I held it in my hand, the tear gas that was expired, the tear gas that was, shot at them. I was like, why? Why? I hold it in my hand and it was way too heavy. Just imagine somebody getting hit by that. That person's not gonna survive. That's not gonna survive. That's very sure. And doing it on the face is what, like, the most inhuman act you would ever do.
Yeah, actually, I actually saw your videos from Rewari, and that looked like a war zone. Rewari really looked like a war zone, but the government was at war with its own civilians. And I actually took that and I
Even
emailed that to my
after, even
congressman.
after, even after Supreme Court issuing the order that farmers are allowed to protest, you cannot stop them. Why that happened, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Why? That was the question.
I actually took that video and I emailed it to my congressman. I was like, "This is what's going on. Like, you need to speak." Okay. Now that you brought up tear gas, and that tear gas was also used on the 26th, and
Yes.
26 was a whole different mess. And I want you to talk about it because we need to tell people that whatever happened on the 26th, it was the government behind it. So I'm gonna
See,
go ahead.
what happened on 26 is a way different thing that you are speaking that it happened because of government. We all know why it happened. Exactly. That's the point. We all know why it happened, how it was rooted. So when I interviewed people sitting on Tikri border, when I interviewed people sitting on Singhu border, uh, like if we skip the part at Singhu border, when we talk about the people sitting at Tikri border, the people all they said themselves that police said us people police made sure that we would be barricading the areas that where the farmers are not allowed to go. And when they started moving, the police is moving the barricade. We have videos of that police is moving the barricading and making people go that way. So that's a very different scenario when where police is there deployed and moving the barricades and making the farmers go. One basic thing that we all need to know that those farmers are not from Delhi. Those
Yes.
are lot and lot in uh, you know lots and lots of farmers are coming from Punjab. They are not from Delhi, Punjab, UP, any place you speak about. So they are not, known by the routes of Delhi. They do not know where the road goes. They will be going where you will be directing. There's some people who came. You can't even totally blame the police. There's some people who came inside and saying that people that move this way. Nobody is having Google Maps in their hands. They don't
Yeah.
know where to go. They don't know what is the way.
In
So somebody, ਹਾਂਜੀ,
internet was shut down, so even if they had a cell phone, they couldn't do anything with it.
not everyone is having cell phone. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਰੂਟ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਣ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਵਾਲਾ ਰੂਟ ਹੈ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਹੀ ਜਾਓ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਜਾਓ। ਇੰਨੀ ਭੀੜ ਜਦ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜਦ ਭੀੜ ਇੱਕ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੋਗਾ, 4-5 ਲੋਕ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਉਸੇ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੂਵ ਕਰੇਗਾ। ਭੇੜ ਚਾਲ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿੱਥੇ
Yeah.
ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ उस तरफ ही जाएगा. It was also duty of the police deployed there to look forward कि किथे जा रहे ने लोकी, ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖੋ, ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਰੋਕੋ. ਬਕਾਇਦਾ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈਰੀਕੇਡਿੰਗ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਉਣ ਵੇਲੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਦਿੱਲੀ, ਉਹ ਬੈਰੀਕੇਡਿੰਗ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖੋ. Barricading them, single line barricading, deploying the buses is not the only thing that you should do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. You actually spoke to a lot of people, and do you feel like, so I spoke to Swayman Singh yesterday, and he also said this, that not all hold on, I want to figure out how to phrase my question. ਜਿਹੜਾ public opinion ਹੈ 26th ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋਕੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, like what are they saying to you, like what was one common thing that they said? We, like, Delhiites really supported us, and you know, because we saw flowers, we saw
Delhi Heights were like so happy seeing the farmers. We waited, everybody waited for them to come. Delhi Heights was so eager. Lots and lots of people send me videos of showing that, see, the farmers are coming. The next day, how the farmers were happy seeing how Delhi Heights welcomed them. It was very good for them. One thing, nobody was hurt. No citizen was hurt on 26th January. No citizen was hurt anything. It was the farmers who were hurt, first of
yeah,
all. We need to clear that thing. And public opinion was really good. They so wanted or chaਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ Kisan Art, Kisan Milan, they were ready with their own garlands, they were ready with everything. They did barkha, fulan barkha hui si kisanan lai. So these videos make you tell that how actually they felt.
that's beautiful. And then you know what, because my next question is on Godhi. Godhi media didn't show any of that. We Delhiites कितने खुश थे गए, सारे Red Fort पहुंचे हो सी पहला. And I asked
हाँ.
this on Twitter, मतलब ਜੇ Red Fort ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਇਰਾਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਗੋਦੀ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚੀ ਹੋ ਸੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, right? They weren't in Delhi, the planned routes. They weren't there. ਜਿਹੜੇ route plan ਕੀਤੇ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ Z News ਵਗੈਰਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ. So ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਅਗਵਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ hello, this is going to happen, so please show up here. Anyways, let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about Z News ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਾਂਡ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀਗੀ.
Oh, yeah. So that man came at Singhu border and there was chats. I posted the chats that he was texting his videographer. He was asking his videographer ki shoot kar ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੇ. It was in Hindi. Shoot ਕਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੇ. ਤੇ ਉਹਦਾ videographer ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ that people are here. ਲੰਗਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਤੇ ਹੋਏ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰ ਲੋਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ. ਹੁਣ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੀ ਜਿਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ, ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜਦ ਮੋਨਿਕਾ ਹਰ 10 ਕਦਮ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਲੰਗਰ ਦਾ ਸਟਾਲ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ. ਹਰ 10 ਕਦਮ ਤੇ ਸਿੰਘੂ ਬਾਰਡਰ ਤੇ ਲੰਗਰ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਚਾਲੂ ਹੈ. ਹਰ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਸੰਸਥਾ, ਕਿਸਾਨ ਆਪਣੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ. ਹੁਣ ਮਤਲਬ ਇੱਕ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕੁ ਲੋਕੀ ਬੈਠ ਜਾਣਗੇ? ਇੱਧਰ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਕੋਈ, ਉੱਧਰ ਜਾਏਗਾ. ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਖਾਲੀ ਦਿਖ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਦੂਜੀ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ, ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ, ਉੱਥੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ. ਇੱਕ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਏਦਾਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਹਰ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ. ਵਾਟ ਹੀ ਸੈਡ that shoot ਉਧਰ ਲੋਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ. The videographer said that there are people, how can I not shoot the rush? ਕਹਿੰਦਾ नहीं, जब तक कांड नहीं होगा तब तक नहीं करना. मैं यहाँ आ गया हूँ, जब कांड होगा तब होगा. तो this कांड word is a very violent word,
Yeah.
which actually relates to some sort of disruption being happening, or some sort of violence or something like this happening. So what the questions that everybody in the press conference was asking, that what do you mean by this word? What is he said? It could be anything. That was no reason. We all knew that it was in front of us. That what are you trying to do? Then two of them agreed. One of them said that I agree that I'm doing a sin. मेरे तो पाप होया है. मैं मंदा है गल. मेरे तो गलती हुई है क्योंकि जो मैं देख रहा वो मैं शूट नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैं बहुत गलत गल कर रहा. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ. ਦੂਜਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਹੀ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਗਲਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ. And the third one was so adamant, he did not believe it till a very point, and then after that he was like just trying to juggle things up and blame and all vagera. So that's the point, showing that farmers are going. That's not the good way. It's sending a narrative. Now what happens is, now everybody is not on social media. States, and everybody is not seeing the social media, but everybody is watching television. When you
Yeah.
send a narrative saying that, oh, this is empty, oh, this is empty, so people don't go and recheck ki hai ya nahi hai. It just keeps, it just goes in their mind, yes, it is empty. Because they're
Mm.
watching that television. Television has mass reach. Social media is still not having that reach to the middle age.
Mm-hmm.
Youngsters see it,
Mm-hmm.
lot of generations people see it, but
Mm.
not everybody. ਪਿੰਡਾਂ 'ਚ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਹਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਪਰ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਤੇ ਟੈਲੀਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋਏਗਾ
Yeah.
ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੈਟਵਰਕ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਨੈਰੇਟਿਵ ਭੇਜਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਟੂ ਵੀਕਨ ਇਟ ਅਪ ਦੈਟ ਉਹ ਪੀਪਲ ਆਰ ਨਾਟ देयर ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ
Okay. So I want to talk to people watching me from UK, Canada, and America. So Z News has branches here, right? And there's bureaus of journalism here that you can report them to. So do it. Report them for disrupting, for creating secular divide, inciting violence, and just basically creating a false narrative. Um, there's like a FCC, like commission, some sort of a commission of communication for the United States. There is a board of journalism in Canada, and there is another government organization that does this in the UK. Report them. The like the democratic nations, like Canada, UK, and America, and you can find one in New Zealand, you can find it in Australia. They will take it seriously, and they might even go to the length of shutting Z down in that country if it's proven that they are doing this. So please, 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 please start reporting this. In India jo hunda ta hunda, ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਜੇ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਰੋ. Look up these websites. I'll maybe tweet something regarding this in a day or two after I have proper information. But I do know that journalism is monitored in UK, Canada, and America, and you can report this. Please do that. Okay. Let's talk about needs at the borders. I when we were talking about the women's point of view, we skipped sanitation.
yeah
Yeah.
so this the sanitation problem, yes, it is there. People are regularly working upon that. The toilet issues, women are suffering over there. Yes, it is there very much at all the borders because the water supply was stopped, because of which the toilets built over there, they were not having the water, and lots of toilets were services were stopped that were there. The corporation toilets, they were stopped for farmers use also. So yes, that sanitization issue for women, that does come over there. Plus the second thing is the cleanliness issue. uh the corporation's duty is to clean the garbage. So farmers are trying their level best to maintain the sanitization over there. But where will, at a point after that, where will they go and dump it? It's not, they're not having the proper resources that need to be worked. So lots and lots of organization these days are working. But as summer is approaching, so it is becoming more difficult over there.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from sanitization issues, I guess you have also talked about this, but I would again make a point. Lots and lots of water is needed because obviously, summer is approaching. Water issues are coming. A lot of water issues are coming. So anyone who is willing to donate, there are a list of organizations that I shared earlier. Also, lots and lots of people ask that where should we donate, where should we do. So this is a verified list of organizations that could be Khalsa Aid, DSDMC, that could be Himkun Foundation, United Six. These organizations are working over there. They can help you out with that if you want to donate waters, if you want to donate financially, or any other thing that you want to help. And one thing more I want to clear. So, ਉੱਥੇ ਮਸ਼ੀਨਸ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਧੋਣ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਜਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਸੋਚ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ 4-5 ਮਸ਼ੀਨਾਂ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਨੇ, ਬਟ ਇੰਨੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਜੋ ਨਾਲ ਧੁਲਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੜੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਦਿੱਕਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਹੁਣ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ. when I talked to 2-3 doctors at Singhu border, they told us about this thing. That's ਉਸਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਂਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਨਾਲ ਖੁਰਕ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਗੰਦੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਭ ਨਾਲ ਧੁਲ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਜਾਂ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ. ਤੇ if anybody could go and talk to these organizations and want to donate Dettol, that's a very good thing. You can donate them so that while washing, they can put Dettol in that and it could totally clean the clothes for them, and that problem can also be solved.
Okay, so you're saying laundry detergent, right?
Yeah,
Dettol is.
not the detergent. I'm talking about Dettol. Dettol helps cleaning it, the germs and all. Detergent is a different thing. Dettol is a sanitization thing that can work for farmers over there.
And you put it in the washing machines?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so guys, two things. Ikta, Dettol, I will start working on that. And Dujiga, so what my family is doing from here, like we have relatives in Punjab, and we're just going to like pool money and get them to take water to a border. And like if all of us start doing that, like if there's going to be 4 or 5 families that will be pooling it, and just regularly every 2 or 3 months, we start sending water from our side. I mean, that could be a huge help. Secondly, people are asking why Z Canada is saying they support farmers. Now, let me make it very frank. The people who watch Z abroad are mostly Punjabis. Z Canada is an entity of Z. Z is the parent organization. Then you have Z Punjabi, Z Canada, Z UK. Those are all branches of the same organization. So if you're watching that, or if you're paying for that subscription, the money is going to the parent company Z, which is the umbrella for under all these fall. Second, okay, water. So Asishi said Khalsa Aid. I can highly vouch for Khalsa Aid. If you can't do anything but you donate to Khalsa Aid, do it. United Sikhs, Hemkund Foundation. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੋ ਹੋਰ mention ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀਗੇ.
United Sikhs, DSGMC, Delhi Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee. The legal side that's working, they're also working there. They're providing langar, they're providing different various things.
Mm, excellent. And those of us that are talking to our congressmen in America, and even in England and Canada, those that are talking to our government officials, please do mention this, that government toilets have been shut down by the government. Why? Because that's a human rights violation, right? They each individual has the right to live in a clean environment. Also mention that trash is not being picked up by the municipal corporations. Those two things are very, very important. Chalo, that was so good. Thank you so much, Assis ji, for talking to me. Should we take some questions, Doten?
Yeah, you can ask anyways, or it's a bit late. We can also even end up. It's a
Acha,
bit late over here.
oh, that is okay, okay. Um, but if actually, this is one good question. What is the local ground Delhi reaction to the 26th? And
Yeah, I do already. We're
yeah,
very happy.
yeah, everyone was happy. Um, hold on, chalo. बाकी सारे कहंदे are that they just want to join the live. Chalo. Anyway, thank you so much, Assis ji, and I know it's very late there. And
Yeah.
personally, um, thank you for always answering my questions and responding to me whenever I'm like aki ho reha, and giving me the correct information. All right, thank you. I'm gonna put this on my page so you can share it when you get a chance.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay,
You have a
bye.
great night. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye. So that was Asis Kaur. Like I said, she's a journalist and a very amazing one at that. Amazing. All right, bye guys.